Alright, it looks like we are live again. We're going to try to take another shot at this. What's going on, guys? It is the Archaic Eagle here today. We're playing some more Pokemon Fire Red. Now, I'm having some issues with my stream a little bit. I already had to restart this stream once. But basically, the reason I haven't been streaming lately is I've been a little bit busy. I've had some things come up in my personal life. I've had some things come up with school that I had to take care of. I had finals week, all that other boring stuff that you guys really aren't here to watch. You guys are here to watch the Pokemon action, and that's what I'm hoping to get through today. So today's plan is we're going to head through Rock Tunnel. We're going to get that taken care of. Hopefully get through Lavender Town. Hopefully get through Celadon City. And then we'll take it from there. The goal is to hopefully make it through, get to the gym battle against Erica, and then where we stand from there, that's where we'll go from. So, without any further ado, I went ahead and picked up the Flash HM, so we don't have to worry about that. That's already taken care of. We're just going to hop right in. So I've actually went ahead and before I started the stream, I actually went and took care of getting the Flash HM from aide, one of Professor Oak's aides that you have to speak with. I went ahead and did that because otherwise we would have just been here another extra 10-15 minutes of just stuff that's not really going anywhere towards actually getting through the story. So we are just going to hop right in. We're going to leave Cerulean City behind. That's quite enough of that. And this is where we're standing on the team right now. I went ahead and decided that when I get to Celadon, I'm going to ditch Pikachu. I like it. It's cool. Pikachu's always been one of my favorites. But for the kind of playthrough I'm wanting to do, it's not really going to be as helpful. So I'm going to ditch it, and we're going to switch it out for Eevee, and then quickly switch that out for Jolteon, something a little bit better, a little bit faster. You know, something that'll actually be a bit more useful down the road. So, as you can see, Magikarp's a little bit underleveled. Haven't really had the time to train him up. What with trying to get through Misty and trying to get through Lieutenant Surge and trying to get through the SS Anne event and everything. So, just really haven't had the time. I wanted to do some grinding before starting the stream, but again, real life's kind of gotten in the way. But you guys aren't here to listen to me complain. You guys are here to watch the old Southern boy play Pokemon. So we got Picnicker Alicia. Picnicker Alicia is going to go out with Oddish. And Dorkfish here is definitely not going to cut it. So we're going to quickly switch him out for Pidgeotto. Just go in, clean house, wreck everything. Pretty simple, straightforward stuff. I did not mean to use Tackle. And of course, it's going to use Poison Powder. I am not going to get beat by a Radish. Let's just make that perfectly clear. I have no hopes of getting beaten by a Radish with legs. Alicia is going to use Bellsprout. We'll just keep trying to grind up on Mankey or Magikarp and grind up. Oh my gosh, phrasing, Archaic phrasing. All right, so again, Dorkfish just really won't cut it here. So Ember will take care of this pretty quickly. Don't have to worry too much there. Ember, and they're done. And the only thing that sucks is I've waited so long to try and get Magikarp raised up that it's going to take some time to do it now. If I'd just kind of been throwing him out here and there, then I might have had more luck. But of course, I didn't quite think that through before I before I started. So here we, of course. All right. Let's see, I should have an awakening. Yep. And he's back on his feet. And Sweet Scent ain't much to worry about. Sweet Scent will lower accuracy, but I mean, unless I'm using moves that have terrible accuracy to begin with, it would take a while. Not accuracy, evasion. What am I talking about? Sweet Scent makes it to where they can hit me better. Can't tell, my brain's been a little bit of everywhere else right now. With any luck, I can get him the 12 levels. I need to get him to before, before we get too far in. And I'll have Gyarados, and I can teach it Water Pulse that I got from Misty, and then it'll actually have moves that it'll be able to hop right in and find a spot on the team pretty quick. Alright, beat up the kid. Ooh, Aerial Ace. That's a good move. And that is going to probably go straight on Pidgeotto. Because, well, hold on, let's take a look. Magikarp, get you... Nothing there that I would really need to have a flying type move for coverage on. So I'm just gonna slap it on Pidgeotto so I can get that stab bonus, that same type bonus from it. And I'm gonna hold on to Shockwave. I'm not gonna teach it to Pikachu just because I'm going to quickly switch him out for Jolteon. So I'm not gonna waste a good TM on somebody that's not even gonna be on the team before the end of this episode. Alright. None of those are worth anything. Might teach Secret Power to Snorlax if I ever get the chance to catch it. Dig if I'd caught the male Nidoran, I could have taught Dig to it and then evolved it to Neoking. But I didn't quite get that lucky. Water Pulse, Bullet Seed's useless. I'm going to sell those off, get a little extra cash. Cash is good up to a point in this game, and then after, usually about the time you get to your 3rd or 4th gym, you pretty much don't have to worry about not having enough money to take care of anything. You can usually take care of stuff pretty quick. So he leads off with Machop. I'm going to go off with Magikarp, and then quickly switch over to Pidgeotto. And one of the best things about being out of school for the winter breaks is I have a lot more time to pour into the channel. I usually try and get all of my house stuff done early in the day. Excuse me. And then for the rest of the day, I can just focus on doing things, like recording footage, recording audio, doing stuff with the channel. The really important things. But I figured I would go ahead, hop back into this before doing anything else. Really, edited content, my normal 15-minute videos. I figured I'd do this partially as a way to kind of get me back in, because it's been a little while since I've actually recorded anything for editing, and I just wanted something a little bit more chill, just something to kind of, in a way, just kind of help me get back into the swing of things, because when I've been doing a lot of traveling lately. I've been doing a lot of driving, and I've been away from home a lot, and I just want something that's not going to be super intensive. Something that's not going to And there goes Mankey. But something that's not going to be super intensive, something that's not going to, take up a lot of time just yet. Like I said, I am going to do, go back to doing edited content. I definitely plan on getting a Happy Wheels video out this week. And I have something up the pike I'm wanting to do with Fallout 76. I've been playing a lot of it in what little bits of free time I have. I don't get a lot, but when I do have a little bit of free time, I really like to hop in with not Happy Wheels. Listen, me rambling. I like to hop in with Fallout 76. Just play for about an hour or so. Whenever I can find an hour to do so, and I've just been getting my feet wet in it, and I've pretty well, have the main story beat. So my plan is to put together a little something off of that. I mean, I'm not really sure. I'm kind of leaning somewhere between an actual formal review of the game, or just kind of my thoughts on the game, because it's been so divisive, and it's been so controversial as far as Fallout fans are concerned. It's been really kind of, the opinions have been very mixed. You either really like Fallout 76 or you hate it. It's the worst thing ever. And Todd Howard should be tarred and feathered and ran out of town on a rail. But I have my opinions of it. Everybody has their opinions of it. So I was kind of thinking of just doing something like that, kind of a just an overview of it, just kind of a just touch on things I saw, things I like, things I really don't like, how I feel it's going to drive Fallout moving forward as a franchise, because you would have to be blind to not see, or you would rather have to be short-sighted on your perspective of the game to not see that Fallout as a series is changing ever since Fallout 4, and then right at the same time Fallout Shelter came out. It's been kind of obvious that there's more of a shift in the series, more towards the building and almost kind of resource management aspect of it than the regular combat system and just those things. And I mean, that could be a little bit bothersome, but on the whole, as a game, I have a fairly good opinion of Fallout 76. We'll just see, just kind of how they go through as far as updates and things to it as everything goes along. But that's something I have planned. I definitely want to do something with that. Because I've always been a huge Fallout fan. Fallout 4 was the first one I got, or Fallout 3, sorry. It was the first one I got. It was actually the first PC game I'd ever bothered to try and own, and it completely sucked my life. It took up so much time in my life. I loved it, and I've just been a fan of Fallout ever since. And when they done the announcement for Fallout 4, I freaked out. I had a complete nerd freak out, because it was it looked so beautiful, and I knew that they had struck gold with this game, but we'll just see. We'll just see what approach I take to that, because it's a little bit different than what I normally do. And I mean, I'm a small channel. I'm a young channel in the grand scheme of things. I'm a really young channel, and and I'm always willing to kind of just take different approaches. Where what I'd like to see my channel as is less of just a, well, I strictly play this kind of game or that kind of game, or I strictly put out this kind of content versus this kind of content, because I want there to be something for everybody on the channel. I want there to be something that everybody can take away from the channel, some kind of entertainment value and some kind of enjoyment in one form or the other. And that's really kind of the direction I want to go. And really, even this stream series is kind of, for me, kind of indicative of the direction I want to take with the channel. Just because it's not really formal, it's not really me focused on one particular kind of content. It's not even really me going hardcore, Poke nerd with the game. It's just I happen to really like Pokemon Fire Red. It's a very relaxing game for me to play. It's very, it's very chill. I've played it so many times. There's not a lot of like hard thinking involved with it, so I don't have to like really strategize and plan and be like, okay, how am I going to take on this level, or how am I going to fight this boss, or whatever. I can just kind of put my feet up and just relax and just relax, chat, kind of give you my thoughts on everything, kind of my thoughts on gaming, which I mean, that's the one thing that's going to be absolute and concrete with the game, with this channel, is that it's going to be a gaming channel. Because at the end of the day, games are Caterpie. Well, no, it's literally two of the weakest Pokemon in the entire game against each other. But that's going to be the absolute constant in the game, in this channel, is gaming. I mean, you're not going to come back to the channel in like a month and, I'm going to be something like Mr. Beast or something, which nothing against Mr. Beast's channel. It's a great channel. I really like it. It's good, and it's its own form of entertainment. It's its own form of content. I mean, that kind of content doesn't, that kind of content's not the stuff I want to do. But I mean, gaming's still going to be the complete constant. But I'm always trying out new things, And now that I have this free time, now that I have a significant amount of free time in my day, I can devote more time to, actually trying to put something, put a channel together, put something together here that, that's enjoyable, that's something that you guys can come to and check out. And you never know, you may even come in and check it out one day and there not be just insane, rampant technical issues. And what I'm actually going to probably do is I'm probably actually going to take I'm going to go ahead and just call it a brief intermission. I'm here in just a moment, because I'm waiting to see what the heck's going on, because it's annoying me, and I know it has to be annoying the absolute time out of you, and I cannot figure out why I am dropping frames just all over the map. But I'm going to take a quick look into that, probably after this battle. If this guy doesn't somehow manage to pull off a miracle and beat me, which I knew he wouldn't, but Magikarp grew to level 12, so we're making good progress. He's grew 6 levels in about 4 battles, which is pretty good. So before we even get out of the rock tunnel, we should be able to have him evolved, which is really good, because I mean, there's not a lot that he'll be overly strong against ride out. It's actually going to take just a little bit before he can get to that point. It'll actually he'll actually be a good role player, but he won't come into any kind of major importance until we get to Cinnabar Island, and then immediately after we get to back to Viridian City. So what I'm going to do now is this. I'm going to take a brief intermission. I'm going to try and figure out what exactly is going on here with the stream. I'm seeing it's dropping frames a lot, and I don't like that, and I know you guys don't like that. Nobody wants to watch a stream where everything is dropping and everything's lurching and just being generally unfun to watch. So what I am going to do is take 5. I'm going to take about 5 minutes. Take a 5-minute intermission here. See what in the world exactly is going on, and I will be back in just a moment. Stay tuned. All right, we are back. Hopefully I won't be dropping a bunch of frames at this point. If I could keep it like in the tens, that would be. It wouldn't be perfect, but it would be great at this point. I'm just really having issues with the system today, and it's absolutely driving me insane. I know it's got to be driving you guys insane. I'm so sorry. Um, I'm going to check the setup after I get done here today and just see what the heck's going on. What's causing it to be so flippin' buggy? So we're just gonna mosey right along. Didn't mean to take a big break like that. I didn't want to take a break in the stream. I kind of wanted to just flat out run it all at once. Trying to avoid as many unnecessary battles as I can. I'm actually really well leveled, all things considered. Versus where I could be at this point, because at one point I was severely underleveled for everything. Everstone, an absolutely useless item. I hated the Everstone. I hated it. I think it's a really stupid item. There's no point in having it. I mean, unless you're just really wanting to keep something unevolved. But I mean, I personally can't see the strategic advantage in it, but that's just me. I don't do a lot of stuff with competitive or things. I guess you could just call me what I am. I'm a filthy casual. And, that's just kind of the way I like to keep it. But we have Picnicker Heidi, who has a Pikachu of her own. And just going to run with Mankey and hopefully hit a karate chop before I get knocked out. There we go. And, ooh, close. So very close. There we go, and I dodged static. That's nice. I am not going to switch. I really do want to get Magikarp evolved. But not at the risk of getting knocked out. And there goes Clefairy. There we go. Got that taken care of. So we're just going to skip the Pokemon Center. I'm carrying enough healing items to hopefully get me through without any major issue. So let's just go ahead, heal up, use Flash so we can see where we're going. Try and get out of this cave as quick as possible. I don't want to waste any more time here than I have to, mostly because there's not really a lot for me here. It's just a thoroughfare that I have to take to get to the next city, and it's always been one of my least favorite parts of this game. I always hate doing Rock Tunnel. Always have. It's just not a lot of fun for me. So I just try and speed run it. I just try and get and go as fast as I can, because I don't want to spend any more time here than I have to. Now the only good thing in here is you can get I want to believe it's here that you get the Rock Slide TM, which will come in handy at some point. It's always nice to keep Rock Slide because it's a super good Rock type move, and it just really helps you out when you need a good filler Rock type move. But other than that, this cave is the absolute pits, and it always has and always will be my least favorite part of this game. Of all the things that you could pick on a game for, it would have to be one very specific cave that you're only in at most for just a few minutes, and then you never have to go through it again. That's just always been really okay. Let's not get knocked out. And I'm praying that his Cubone doesn't know Bone Meringue. That just knows Headbutt, which is a good move. It's a really good move. Anytime I catch something that learns Headbutt, I try not to get rid of Headbutt, just because it is, it is such a good move. Because you run it, because it's usually a base 70 power move with a chance for you to flinch. I'm going to take those odds every day because it's really good. It's a sturdy, strong filler move that can really pull you out of some really bad situations. You know, in a pinch, if you're lucky and you if you're lucky and you cause the other opponent to flinch. Please don't knock me out. Please don't knock me out. Please don't knock me out. I don't want to have to go all the way back outside. And he's going to use Confusion again and knock me out. Yep. Which means... Okay, Okay, so my stream decided to freak out again, so I may wind up actually cutting this stream a little bit short. I don't quite know yet, because it's really freaking out, and I'm trying everything I can to keep the, keep the frames and things up, but it's just not wanting to cooperate, so I'm going to try my best to at least get to Lavender Town. And then I might wrap it up early this time and just kind of go through my setup after we're done, because this is actually the first time I've really had this problem. I mean, I've had some issues with frame rate dropping before, but nothing really like this, because it keeps knocking my stream into like a sort of like a stopped setting, and it's really frustrating. It's really annoying, and it's really just the first time I've had this kind of an issue with it. So I'm going to try and quickly just blast through here. I'm going to try and avoid, doing a bunch of just unnecessary searching and a bunch of unnecessary, trying to avoid as many unnecessary encounters as I can. And then my goal will actually be to do this, because you do have to eventually do Lavender Town. And I am going to do it, but I'm not going to just invest time today on that, just because everything's acting really swirly, and I absolutely hate that. And I believe I go this way. But it's just, I don't know, it's just frustrating. If you've ever done anything and you have stuff that just chooses not to cooperate, it's absolutely infuriating. Because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to things like that. I like everything to kind of run smoothly and not freak out and not do stupid stuff, such as drop frames. And I may even as a makeup do a longer stream tomorrow, because I really have nothing else specific or major planned for tomorrow. And this, on a side note, this is the reason I really want to hurry up and get to Celadon, so I can get Eevee and evolve my Pikachu, or evolve Eevee into Jolteon. And what I might actually do is, this stream is going out like but I may be able to I may be able to just upload this as a video. I'm going to look into that. Again, you know, newbie things that I'm running into. But if I can find a way to get this ripped down and just re-upload it as a one massive video, you know, I can do that. But I definitely want to make it up, and I'm going, like I said, I might try for another 2-hour stream tomorrow when I have the time to do it, which I'm going to have plenty of. But I should be out of here pretty soon. It's just, this cave's really tedious because it's small. There's like a lot of, like, it's really small, and you almost get forced into a bunch of trainer battles that you can't run away from. Like, you can't avoid them. If you notice, in most routes, there are trainers, and at least 1 or 2 of them you have to battle. But there's also a few that you can, in some cases, you know, walk around or take an alternate route that's longer but has less trainers. No, I do not want to learn Whirlwind. And she's going to go for Bulbasaur. Alright, no big deal there. Bulbasaur is not much to deal with. Not really super worried. Alright, and we continue our little spelunking adventure after, surprisingly, not a Zubat encounter. And it's weird because running away in this game, fleeing, is tied to your Pokemon's speed. So, I mean, I know Geodude's rock types, and rock types are notorious for being slow, but Dorkfish is also Dorkfish. Ah, for heaven's sake. Onyx, who I feel like never got a fair shake until it got Steelix as an evolution, because Onyx is pretty good, but not anything to, like, go head over heels over. Like, it's good for early game because it's just big and bulky and can take hits from most anything. Just got to watch out for water types and grass types and fighting types like Mankey and Machop. But really, once you kind of get a bit further into the game, Onyx becomes super, super, super useless. Because you run into so much that it's weak against, and so much that can really put a dent in it, that it's not worth investing the time to try and raise one. Now, if you were playing another generation game, yeah, you could raise one, get a steel coat, evolve it into Steelix, and you'll have a pretty decent steel type. But I just always kind of felt like Onyx. It's a big giant rock snake, and it kind of got the short end of the stick as far as usability. It's really not useful at all. There we go. Defeated Hiker Allen. Alright, now we're just going to circle around here, go up. If I remember right, if I go down here, I'll have to fight him. And then there's going to be like a murderer's row of trainers that I'll have to take care of, and then I'll be out. And then I can just quickly get to Celadon, because you can pretty much avoid 90% of the battles on the route just right outside of Lavender Town. So I can just quickly bolt, go in, and I may actually just go ahead and Might actually just go ahead and take on Erica while I'm there. I'm kind of playing it by ear again because everything's so bass-ackwards with OBS right now, which is what I use to capture my game footage and stream out of, and it's just being very uncooperative today. So I'm going to see if there's something I can do about getting you a better video up than this, because this is going to go. This will go up like as soon as I'm done with the stream. It'll go up, and from there I can, you know, you guys can go back and watch it, but it's going to be absolute garbage quality because it's almost like it's going to be garbage quality. Like, no two ways about it, and that just infuriates me. I want to keep it up for those who, you know, are following the series and kind of wanting to see where I'm getting to. But I'd like to see if there's something else I could do as far as getting something else up. You know, sort of as an apology for having terrible technology on my side. And he's going to use Onyx again. I'm not too afraid of Onyx. Like I said, my big goal, though, now is pretty much just to try and make it to Celadon with little issue. Make it to Celadon, you know, I'll call it a successful day playing, but I won't be too happy with the full end result. Not until oh my goodness. Not until I get something better up, and not until I figure out these frame dropping issues. Okay, an escape rope. I don't want to try and escape. I mean, I want to try and escape. I want to get out of this stupid cave as fast as humanly possible. But I don't want to use an escape rope because that's just going to send me all the way back to the beginning. And another Onyx. Nothing there to write home about. Nothing there to be too afraid of. Oh, goodness. And like I said, there's just so many things you can't avoid in this stupid cave. And I just want to avoid all of it. I want to get out of here as quick as possible because this is the absolute pits as far as, you know, just things to do in the game. It's the absolute pits. I'm not even going to try and level up Magikarp at this point. Right now, I'm just about trying to get out of this cave. And okay, hopefully Mankey can take care of this pretty quick. Yeah, making quick work of him. Nothing there to be too afraid of. Mankey goes to level 21. Is actually close to evolving, which will be useful. Maybe he'll stop being such a glass cannon. And for those of you who may not know what that means, a glass cannon basically means they're super strong, but they're basically made of glass. Excuse me. and I'm tired of him being a glass cannon because he can hit for days. Like, he can hit really good right now. He's just so fragile. Now, I should be able to just hit a couple Metal Claws on him. And that will be all she wrote from it. No, 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 not magnitude. Alright, he's got 5 more levels, and he learned Tackle, which is a little bit too late. Like, Tackle is not going to make Magikarp any more useful at this point. So really at this point, it's all about just sitting back and letting it hit level 20. And there goes Mankey. Alright, should be able to hit him pretty quickly with Charmeleon. Repeat the process. Rinse, lather, repeat, and just be absolutely done with it. Hiker Dudley is going to send out Graveler. If I can get through his Graveler... Oh, God. That's what I was afraid of. That is 100% what I'm afraid of, because now I have nothing that can take out Graveler. Like, there's nothing I have on my team that's going to do any good, so I'm going to have to take another run at the Rock Tunnel. Oh my goodness. Why are you using Defense Curl? I'm a fish. I'm a little fishy, fishy, fishy. Goodness. Okay. So I'm going to send out Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto is going to get itself just destroyed. And then we can just make another quick run through this. I've beaten everybody. That's the good thing, is I've actually beaten everybody. So it's going to be a really quick run. Yeah. I ran to a Pokemon Center, protecting them from harm. Oh, at least you're not wanting to see me again. That's good. Okay, so we're just going to quickly hop back into the cave. I'm kind of over-leveled. Well, not over-leveled. I'm kind of at the level I need to be with everybody. I just gotta get back through the cave. But there's nothing else there's nobody else I really have to fight immediately on my way. So I can at least put some stock in that. Alright, and we're running, and we're running, and we're running into something else. Alright, gonna run away. A Mankey! I didn't even know you could find those here. But I don't want to catch it. Oh god. You know what? I don't even care if you knock out Magikarp. At this point, I'll trade Magikarp for getting out of this horrible godforsaken cave any day of the week. I guess I am gonna have to fight it. Hit it with a quick aerial ace. And down it goes. Alright, real quick. switch everybody out in the positions I want them in. We're just gonna take off at it. I'm going to need you to stop running into me. I need to get out of this cave. Oh, talk about Mankyception. I think I've already fought you. Alright. I've already fought you too. I am so sick and tired of running into trainers and Pokemon, and I just want to get out of this cave. It is a nightmare. Somebody save me from this nightmare. Ooh la dee da dee da. Okay, now did I go this way or did I go the other way? So I have to fight another trainer that I don't need to. I'm going to pull my hair out, and I'm kind of running low on that now, so yeah, I went the other way. I've had quite enough of the wildlife in this cave. Oh my god! Literally, I took 2 steps, and there it is. Alright, now let's head back upstairs. And we're running, and we're running, and we're running into something else. And you may have noticed, if you haven't ever really noticed, a lot of Pokemon have, especially on the first generation specifically, have very similar cries. I would show you so much more respect if you weren't such a complete douche nozzle. And if you weren't standing in the way of me getting out of... Archaic, why? Why did you use Scratch? Why did you think that was a good idea? Why are you the way you are? Why do you do the things you do? Alright. Since I had a Graveler, I ain't scared of no Graveler. I am scared of the Graveler if the Graveler uses Explosion, though, or Self-Destruct. That's why it would know this Destruct. And the nightmare is almost over. Hopefully. I've already fought you. Have to fight you again. Haha, can you beat my power? I surely hope so. Because I want to be done with this cave more than I want oxygen. And that's a lot. Alright, hit him with the brick break again. Why did you use magnitude? That just knocked me out in one go. And we are done with Hiker Dudley. Finally, so glad to be done with him. Now, we should be heading to the last level. Right, oh my gosh. Pikachu, gonna need you to run away. We should be... Oh, please don't look my way. 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 Yes! Okay, now let's run away from that. Don't want none of that. Aha! Okay. And... Sweet! Managed to avoid her. I want to say there's one more up here. I hope not. I truly hope not. Yep, there's one more. Oh, and of course she would have a full team too. And of course you would use Growl. Go figure. And she should have one more, and I want to say it's an Oddish or a Bellsprout, because that's all they use. Yep. Those odds, how can I lose? Alright, just hit it with Aerial Ace. No big deal at all. And down it goes. And there we go. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap it up here because technology hates me and everything that I stand for. If you like this stream, or you know what little parts of it actually came through, and you want to see some more of my content, go check out the rest of the videos on my channel. I have all of the videos for this series in a playlist. You can go check those out, kind of get yourself caught up on where I'm at. If you like that, go check out the rest of my videos. And if you like what you see there, give the like and subscribe button some love. They need the love, and I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure to ring that bell. Make sure to hit that bell icon so that way you get all the updates on when I upload and when I start doing these streams. Hopefully the next stream will be a little bit better. Hopefully whatever technical issues I'm having will be resolved. I'm really sorry that I'm cutting it off a little bit earlier than I wanted to. It's just I got to figure out what's going on with this because I can't live like this, and I know that you guys don't want to sit and watch streams that don't actually stream, so to speak. But I'm going to go ahead, hop off of here, see what in the world's going on with technology, why it hates me. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys in my next stream. Bye-bye!